When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Longhorns will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
And the defense gives up the first down, and oh, here they go. They're going fast, no time to substitute, got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man, it's Smith.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they're going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
So Texas offense has the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
The Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Got him downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. With the catch, it's Rogers. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in, it's Smith. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 44. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Finds his man, it's Smith. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They'll go to the ground. Plows through the defense. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers line it up with a first and goal. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line. Motion from the wideout. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Max going for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that fourth down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that fourth down.
Slithers into space. A relatively short but effective gain. He's out of bounds at the 11.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Dumps it to the back. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. The run from the shotgun. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The Longhorns are marching down the field. Dropping back, it's Manning. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
The screen, he's got wheels. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, it's Gallagher. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line, a big play for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He'll keep it on the sneak. And the Mountaineers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Oh, he's got some space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Wide receiver comes in motion. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC is so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got room at the 35. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
The Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To throw, it's Manning. Now improvising. He'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. He now has 84 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Trying to do it on the ground. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at in the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
And the Longhorns are on the move. To the air, it's Manning. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Using his legs, it's Hardy. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Texas! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. It's Vaughn. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Manning. That's caught, it's Hardy. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Here comes the heat. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. Oh, he got loose. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. on 2nd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Now, after the incompletion, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. Now on the option. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Penn State is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 21 to Ohio State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Caught over the middle. It's Vaughn. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. And the Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Right back to the well. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Down, West Virginia.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to throw, it's Manning. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Had to throw it before he wanted. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it, forced the punt, now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Here comes the Texas offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gonna run it, it's Hardy. Picked up maybe a yard, it's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. The Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got nothing on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Gallagher. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field.
West Virginia.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete to the right. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Mountaineers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. That's caught. It's Perry. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Wants to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Polk. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The Mountaineers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Mountaineers want to move quickly. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Right on target the first time, now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Now a two-possession game at 24-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
To the air, it's Manning. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna sling it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Vaughn. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Mountaineers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got it and more than enough for a first down.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got it behind the line. It's Jensen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They want to throw it. Makes the catch. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Mountaineers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be third down.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They're hoping for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his tent. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They open this third quarter on top and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Give to the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Quarterback on the keeper. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gallagher.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few. Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it in. It's Wingo. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
From the gun, running back gets to give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.